Hello and welcome to my channel. Now this video you're going to be watching it the wrong way around because you've just watched a video, I think, of me sweet corn and harvesting. I think I got that right. Anyway, I'm going to make some tomato soup the way that Steve at Digwell Greenfingers does it. His recipe, but a bit of a difference. I'm going to be using the Ninja soup maker. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's see what we got. Kilo of tomatoes. I've got 3 small onions, roughly translates to about 1 big onion. Some cream, 25 grams of butter, 2 teaspoons of sugar. I got turmeric, hot smoked paprika. I'm using lazy garlic because my garlic really didn't turn out well this year, to be honest, and I haven't got any fresh garlic, so I think it's about a teaspoon of garlic for a clove, not a bulb, yeah, clove. Olive oil for the cooking with the butter and tomato puree. Now with these ninjas you have to do, for the soup you have to do a certain way, so let me just put this up for you a second. And this is a step you need to follow with these. I have done a few different types of soups and to be honest they have turned out pretty well. So if you keep on seeing me looking down here, I'm looking at this, or I'm looking at this. Now I will put the ingredients in my description, but you can actually find it in Steve's YouTube channel. I'll put it description up here somewhere, or I'll put it in the description below. So first of all, kilo tomatoes. I've got a variety mix here. I've got black Russian. I've got like a big tom, but aren't that big. Little black Russian. Some of these are a little bit soft. That's a big tom again. So roughly about a kilo of tomatoes. So I need to get these chopped up. There's a couple of little markings on the skins, but it doesn't matter, it's going to get sieved through later on anyway. So, make sure you're nice and sharp. Look at them for black Russians. Never had those tomatoes before. They look pretty nice, don't they? He says dripping the juice all over the floor. Well, a lot of my paperwork. Put them in there. And there's a top, which didn't look very appetising to be honest, but they do. Oh, they do look okay. So let's get these chopped up. Chop these a bit smaller actually. Now don't worry about the skin and the seeds because they will be getting sieved later on once it's all cooked. And then we'll add the cream. These are the Shirleys. I hope you can see them. And the Big Mama. Oh, I bet these look nice on a sandwich. These look really juicy and nice. Cutting really well. Yeah, very nice. Plum tomatoes, I think that's the Mega Mama, I think, because these labels wasn't very clear on them to be honest. I think they faded in the sun, well never mind. Let's turn this thing up, he says. So there's my mixture of tomatoes. That's not a bit of juice. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the sugar over the top of the tomatoes. Let's cut these onions up. Set it up. Let's put these onions in now. Doesn't really matter about the size because this thing is going to chop them and then it's going to saute, which normally would mean it's going to be slow frying. And the last small onion. Oh. The onions are out my garden. Excuse the noise in the background of the sun. Put on the bin, don't use them anymore. Right. One tablespoon of cooking oil. Got your measuring thing. 1 tablespoon. And it says cooking oil, but I'm using olive oil, cooking olive oil. And then I'm going to put the butter in as well. Plate's done with, put that over there. So first of all, let's get the lid on. Let's get these chopped. So on here, you may not be able to see from there. Right, so once this is chopped, you can actually saute them. When is it? There it is. This now I'm going to slowly heat it up, as if you're going to put on a low light for frying. We'll leave that to basically cook away for about, I'll leave it for about 2.5 minutes and I'll add some of the other ingredients and then we'll be back shortly. Right, it's on 2.5 minutes now, so let's take the lid off. Now we need to add the garlic, paprika and tomato puree. So paprika in first. Let's put the lid back on that before I knock it everywhere. Know my luck. Don't want to go back on very well. Leave that for a minute. Tomato puree has its own brand. Yes, there are other brands out there. We'll heat. That smells rather rich. In goes that. And also, sorry about the banging. I'm going to put in some turmeric. Once again, a teaspoon. The turmeric really is just give it some colouring. And it's also good for you as well. So let's put that in there. Right, shift that lot out of my way. Now this lazy garlic apparently only has 6 weeks shelf life in the fridge. So I've actually written the date on here when I opened it. I forgot to say I've got 1 chicken stock cube. Now if you want to make it obviously vegetarian, just add a vegetable stock cube. How's that going on? Got about 40 seconds left on this. What I'll do then is we'll add the tomatoes, let it cook away for about 20 to 30 minutes. I will be stopping the start of the video because this thing pulses, so I want you to actually see what it does. Or I may just leave it on record, to be honest, and then I'll just cut out the bits that we need. So you can't really see here now, but that's warm. It's bubbling away at the bottom. Looks pretty nice, to be honest. Okay, so it's done on the actual machine. Bleeps. Let's open it up. Oh, it looks rather nice. Let's see if we can zoom up on this one. Right. Add the tomatoes now. And obviously add all the juice of the tomatoes in. Over there. And now we're going to use one of the actual chicken cubes. I'm just going to crush it a little bit. Right. Lid back on. So, I want smooth soup for this. Also on here, I just press smooth soup. Comes up with 30 minutes. Let me put this cap back on because sometimes it can spray everywhere, to be honest. All this will do now is it'll pulse very, very slowly to drop the ingredients down, and then it'll stay on heat and then go really, really hot, fast spin while it's still actually cooking the ingredients. So I'll let that do its thing. So for me, I'll see you in a little bit. Whilst it's doing this, let's see if we can actually make it a little bit closer so you can actually see it without dragging it off the side counter. Are we still in chops? Yeah. This is actually beat now. It's actually now going to cook mode before it's like a little bit of a simmer. Now it's actually starting to go to boil, but it still will spin and process as it goes along. You can probably see there's still got pips and skin in here, but I'll put this on smooth and this will actually blitz this lot to nothing. But I am going to put it through a sieve just to get rid of any small, let's say, pips or little bits of skin that it misses or doesn't cut up. As you can probably tell now here, it's actually bubbling, and yes, that glass is getting rather hot. Yeah, it's getting to the point where you can't actually touch the glass. And the good thing with this is if you actually move this handle, it'll stop cooking for a minute. When you press it again, you just press smooth soup and it carries on. But I have no need to do that, so I'm not going to. It also has manual settings of blending and cooking. But to be honest, why would you want to use them? Put your stuff in there, leave for half an hour and it's done. Come back, soup's ready. Right, this is on its last 3 minutes. Once this is done, I'm going to sieve it to get rid of any seeds, etc. Let me shift this out of the way of this. And once it's cooled down, we will then add the single cream. You can use single cream, but people say ideally use double cream. Maybe, maybe not. But you know what? We'll see how it tastes. We can always, as I say, make another batch and try double cream. Right, let's see what this just does in the last 2 minutes. As you can see, the heat is still on. As you can see, it just flashed up done. So, let's move some of these out of the way for a minute. This will now be very, very hot. So, I'll have to be careful. What I'm going to do first of all, I'm just going to take that off there. Pop that over there and just turn it off for the time being. Let's see how many pips actually left in this, because it should be smooth. There's no sign of pips in here, no sign of skin or nothing. That's well and truly blitzed it. Let's have a look, just for the test. To be honest, it's more thick than pips. There's a little bit of skin, as you can see, but it's nothing major. That's, considering that there's nothing left in the jug as much, really. As you can see, let's get a bit closer. We can taste a hot, smoky paprika. And if you don't like spice, you could possibly just use normal paprika, to be honest. Right, let's show you what we had left. That's about it. Let's put that on there. Let this cool for about 20 minutes before I add any cream, otherwise we don't want it curdling. Let's put that on the side. Let's get a lid for it. Like so. So it only drips. Right, we'll be back for a taste test. Well, add the cream in 20 minutes, and then a taste test. Right, this will cool down a bit, about 20 minutes or so. Let's pour it on here so you can actually see what it looks like. We have a little blue spatula. Okay, Steve's instructions says 142ml of double cream. Not very low. 100, 300, roughly half a tub. Put this down, cream all the way ends down. Spoon, let's have a taste. So what, Steve? When you said that's a good one for Heinz soup, you wasn't far wrong, my friend. Right, as always, thanks for watching my little channel. If you like the content of this one, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It all helps towards the algorithm of YouTube. You can always subscribe, you don't have to, it doesn't cost you any money. And hit the little notification bell, it's somewhere down here. And once again, thank you. Speak to you soon. Bye bye now.